With the way the aura gear stacks on Diablo 2, we have 2 level 30 Holy Fire auras and 2 level 30 Holy Shock auras on our character. In addition to that, we have a level 21 Thorns aura and we have a level 24 Conviction aura. Alright folks, well I had it planned actually to post this video yesterday, which was Christmas Day. I had just a little bit more to do and then post the video. But Comcast gave me an outage for Christmas. I even had like a cool red collared shirt. You never see me in a collared shirt. I was all dressed up and fancy. Not really fancy, but I had everything planned out. I wanted to put a video out every day, at least for the rest of the year. And Comcast Xfinity kind of got in the way of that. But here's a gameplay with the character. I'm going to show all the gear and everything at the end of the video to force you to have to watch it if you're really interested. I think if I was to use Double Dragon and Hand of Justice, the Holy Fire aura is a little bit stronger. But for the sake of mixing it up while still having really good AoE and having better like actual attack damage, I feel like, because of having the mix, I kind of like this particular setup. This might be my favorite Tesladin or Aradin that I've played as yet, just because I like the slight mix between the elements, and then also having a little bit of physical damage, but then our mercenary really does a lot of helping out too. Try to get to Bale fairly quick. Let's see, is this an Ethwind hammer? No, nobody even wants that. Nobody will even click F, whatever F button it is, to say thanks. That's the one downside to me having this 60% keyboard, this smaller keyboard. The F buttons, I can't hit those without having to hit another key. And I used to think that that was going to prevent me from even using hotkeys on here. I was just being stubborn for the longest. Like I would do my battle command and battle orders literally from hitting the S key, bringing this up and clicking them. I was just being stubborn, but I can't click those like F buttons like F1, F2, like the time to die. Thanks, thank you. I can't do all that. I gotta set it to a different button, I guess. I think I might have it set for like one of my characters. Let's go ahead and get on to Bale. I've noticed, let me know in the comments, but I've noticed people tend to gravitate towards the videos that I put out that are around like 5 to 9 minutes or 5 to 8 minutes as opposed to the ones that are longer. I'm assuming the people who are already familiar with my channel are probably watching the longer ones or whatever, but then I feel like for the general population, for everybody, and for the ones who might not be familiar with me yet or whatever, probably the lower time investment that I'm asking out of people, the better, more than likely. Really, honestly, with the videos, oh, I need a junk gem. Honestly, with the videos, what I try to do is I try to cover everything that I would have as a question, and I also try to, you know, try to answer everything that I think that anybody would be curious about, and only include the things in the video, aside from maybe a small touch of personality, just a dash of salt. That looked kind of wrong, but aside from doing that, I'm just trying to stick to the facts. I'm not trying to add any fluff or filler content to the videos. I'm really trying to give you what you came here for, and then give a really good artwork or thumbnail or whatever to tell you what you're in for. And then, you know, try to present the video in an entertaining way. That might be some type of rule. Not talk about making videos in the video you're making, but I don't know. Just woke up and the internet's finally back on after like 24 hours of outage on Christmas Day. I'm just glad I didn't have any like huge plans involving the computer yesterday. Maybe it was meant to be everybody in the family's in the same room kind of day, because it wound up being one of those days instead of everybody just off doing whatever they want to do at the moment. So yeah, there's Bale. Let me show you the gear. Hand of Justice, Dragon, and then Dream. Everybody's gonna comment, why isn't it in a Pally shield? Because it was made for my Sorceress, that's why. So we got Dual Dream, Hand of Justice, Dragon. We got some Crushing Blow gloves. Just a ring. I think I needed it for strength to hold the shield. String of Ears. That's why you make it in a Pally shield right there too. Less strength requirement as well. String of Ears, Raven Frost, Gore Riders. This should have been in probably a 45 all res Paladin shield, but it's all good. I'll make one eventually. High Lords. And then swap CTA and Spirit. Here's all my charms. A lot of them are actually resistance to make up for the fact that I don't have a Paladin shield. Torch and Annie, and then all that. The Mercenary's got some pretty cool stuff though. Lawbringer, that's just so useful for a melee character on the Mercenary. Only downside to it is you can't use it on like a Pit Zerker Mercenary because it's got cold damage, but doesn't really bother me. I still use it on here and a lot of other characters. Pit Zerker, I actually used Wrathbow recently because it doesn't do cold, and it makes it even easier. Off on a tangent. Kira's right here, and then Bramble. This actually really helps a lot with the Thorns Aura. When I'm swinging and missing and getting hit by enemies, they're taking some physical damage back like the boss. Same thing with my Mercenary, so I feel like that's like a pretty cool addition. And then we got Phoenix on the offhand. This is literally something that makes him nearly invincible. Every time I'm dropping enemies, every time he's dropping enemies, he's just getting his life back. Pretty self-explanatory. It doesn't do the most damage, but it just keeps him alive, and he's really like a utility for me, because I mean this character's already overpowered as is. I could have put a different Mercenary, but I don't really think I really honestly think this character, and then I could have maybe gone Phoenix and then Plague, or even like double Plague. Double Plague would be pretty nasty on here. I think Lawbringer's really good for the boss, so I mean we could even do Lawbringer and then Plague. He'll never die of poison. I'll probably never die of poison either, but I don't know. This is what I got for this character. I do have 2 Plague Rune words that I've rolled on ladder that I'm going to bring back over, and I'm pretty excited to put those to more use and everything, because as much as we can like hero edit and test things, as much as we can test things on a PTR, you're not going to get the same amount of experience as if you're actually using like a legit inventory with realistic charms and stuff like that that you're going to have, as opposed to having like a bunch of 40 life skillers or whatever, 45 life skillers. Everybody have a great day though. I hope everybody had a great Christmas and looking forward to a good new year and everything, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.